Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you from Angels Whisper at Canyon Lake. I'm just kind of backing up a bit because we have a wasp visitor again today, and I'm not interested in getting stung. Thank you very much. So once again, we have that totem. Watch your words. Be careful not to sting. If somebody's being nasty, protect yourself and swat so that you don't get stung. I didn't want to say that as a totem messenger today, but that's what's come up. So anyway, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with two different decks. I've got a lot of cards that we're going to be working with. I've decided, since we're able to do a lot of readings without this camera cutting off like it used to always, then I can get more messages, so it's more fun. So we've got a deck that I haven't used in forever. This is Archangel Oracle, and it's interesting because my new roommate wanted to try and practice, seeing if she could read her cards, and I said, this is a deck that I never use, you can use this, and I gave it to her. And I was kind of fooling around. I have different apps on my phone, and I tried one out, and this was one of the ones, and they gave us a card, and I thought, dang, I need to get that deck back. So I actually have several cards from this deck, which is interesting. That's the way Spirit's getting me to use it again. I go through cycles, You guys know that. I tend to like certain ones and use them quite a bit, and then I kind of get bored with them and I move on. So we're going to be doing that deck, and we're going to be doing Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. So one is Doreen Virtue, and one is Tony Carmine Salerno. And the first message, I'm staying here right now because it's hot as blazes out there. It's really super hot, and I was getting fried. So I'm in our little cove here today, and I'll walk around out in the water, I guess, in a bit when I need to cool off, but right now we're in here. Okay, so I guess I'll just take it the order that they're bringing it to me now. I'm gonna put the cards. I'm trying not to knock these in the water, but here we have, let's see, Relationship Harmony. So this is Archangel Raguel. You guys see that? And basically what he's saying, see, how crappy is that? Basically what he's saying is they're opening up the hearts of everyone involved in the situation. And that's confirmation right there. I feel like I hear an owl, but I know it's a dove, which also speaks about harmony. So that's a really good message. Ooh, and there's the crow that gave us the confirmation. So basically they're saying that they're opening up the hearts of everyone involved in this situation. Arguments and conflicts that you might be going through at this time are going to be healed and taken care of. I'll let you guys look around, see if we see anybody else fun. So your prayers, clearly you've been upset about a situation, and what they're saying is your prayers have been heard and they've been answered. Now, with Spirit, they're heard right away. And they're answered right away, but sometimes we don't see the manifestation of that yet because there are things that need to take place. So what they're asking for you to do while you're waiting for what you're asking for is to visualize the outcome. They want you to visualize yourself being cooperative and open-minded, even if the ones involved in the situation aren't being that way themselves. This is what you're supposed to do to help this situation, okay? So you're supposed to trust the inner guidance that you get, the messages from Spirit, and then you recognize that while changes are happening in situations and with people, change is difficult for all of us, sometimes harder for others. And while you go through changes, it's uncomfortable. And so they're asking for patience in this time and compassion. Oop, there she is. There's the wasp. So watch out for her that she doesn't sting you. So what they're saying is while these situations are, you guys watch her for me, while these situations are transmuting into a different and better situation, maybe we should go out into the water. Maybe I'll get out a little bit. I don't like that. They're asking for your patience and compassion. They're asking for understanding. They're asking for you to ask for any help with any aspect of this relationship or anything that's going on. So ask Archangel Raguel. He's there to help in any type of healing in relationships. They're all of the challenges that we experience in relationships are actually blessings, because everything that we go through is brought to us on purpose. Everything is happening with divine purpose, even though we may not understand why. But there are blessings and attached to it because there are lessons that you're learning. Either we're learning them, or they're learning them, or we're learning strength. Maybe they want us out of here. What do you think? Ooh. So understand that it's growth lessons, right? And at the base of it, Spirit's intention is love. That's what they want. They want everybody, it's all about love, and love can heal anything. So they want you to focus on that. I'm gonna come and get on this side of the wasp. I'll get you guys look around out here. And even if so focus on the aspects of love, even if the appearance is otherwise, because sometimes it doesn't look like it's very loving, right? Sometimes it's really difficult, and sometimes it's you don't like somebody. I've heard that expression, and I kind of like that expression. You know, I don't like you right now. You cannot like somebody and still love them. You cannot like a situation and still understand that peace and love is going to change this situation and make things better. So that's what they're asking you to focus on with this first message. This wasp wants into this house. So that's a message to me. I'm paying attention. Go away. So a wasp wants into the house. So your house is you. Your house is your own physical. See, it's trying to break in. So something that is not meant to be there is trying to break in on a situation, or into your house is your own physical body and your mental body. And so if there's a wasp, which is something that wants to sting you, so something is wanting to hurt, is wanting to break into somebody's house. So pay attention to that. The fact that it just would not go away, and then we saw it going into that little house. You will all know, see the little door in the window? And it's gone inside. It's literally inside right now. So there is a situation then in your life. And this is good because you're asking for relationship challenges, right? So there's a wasp inside that house. The wasp wants to sting. You can avoid the stinger by the way you handle yourself. Pay attention, like I said, angry words that's what WASP means, angry words unspoken. So be careful about somebody, maybe somebody's gonna say something that's not kind, and it's gonna hurt you, the stinger's gonna hurt you. So they're telling you to, you're getting a preview, you're getting a heads up for this right now. So prepare yourself to not say anything that you're gonna regret later. Try and diffuse the situation, get away from it. Like that's what they say, swat it away. It doesn't mean to make them angry. So now the wasp has come out of the house. Interesting, right, when I said that. So diffuse the situation so that it lessens, right? If you're gonna give angry words back or retaliate, somebody's gonna get stung. You're gonna get stung, or they're gonna get stung because you're not controlling yourself. So that's the message that they're giving you right then. That was pretty cool that the wasp came out right then. The next message that they're giving us, there's ants all over this tree I just recognized. Ants. Go to the ant, you lazy one. That talks about work, hard work, overcoming difficulties. Interesting, because this is overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you're surmounting any previous challenges. So here you see the mountain. The mountain is the challenge, right? And then this looks like one of those tornado clouds, or like over a volcano. But it's kind of dissipating, right? And there's a light shining above, and this is the angel. So this is Archangel Jeremiah, and he's telling you that whatever situation that you've been dealing with is now, like, and understand, when we get these messages, sometimes we get them ahead of time, right? We just got the wasp, that's a warning. So that has possibly not happened yet. And this as well, when we get these messages, sometimes it hasn't occurred yet, so do have patience. So what they're telling you is the challenges that you've been facing that have made you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Angels are with you and guiding you, protecting you. There's no reason for fear. Okay. The challenges that we've been facing have actually made us stronger because they've taught us lessons. That's what we were talking about before. Challenges teach you lessons. They make you stronger. They make you have more compassion for people in situations such as that. It opens up your heart because now, perhaps maybe you'd never dealt with something and you've now gone through it, and now when you look at someone else that's going through it, you have more compassion and understanding than perhaps you've ever had before. So that's what they're showing you is one part of overcoming the challenges, the blessing in it. They're asking you to let go of any blame or any feelings of being a victim, because we are only a victim if we say we're a victim. I am not a victim. Positive affirmation, I am not a victim. Whoa. So if you're not a victim, do what you need to do, WASP, to protect yourself. Maybe you need to protect yourself from your own self, from your own words. This wasp is determined to get into this house. So it might be a challenge that you have had. Maybe this is something that you've had your entire life, or this is a lifelong challenge that Spirit keeps bringing you into this situation because you need to learn this. Something keeps breaking through into your house, and you're needing to overcome this, overcoming difficulties. So what they're saying is, what's happening right now is if you're overcoming these challenges and you're having this attitude of, I wish for peace to be resolved upon this situation, I wish peace to come to this situation, all is well, you know, you're using positive affirmations, you're paying attention before things happen so that you can be prepared, and because of that positive outlook and because of that positive intention, the things that you have been dealing with are being dissipated. They're going away, and new situations are coming in. There's like, at this point, loving solutions to these problems are coming in. What else is coming? Something's like rolling around in my head. So if it hasn't come to this point yet, because woo, the wasp is still here, still trying to do this, so maybe we haven't overcome this yet, but it's going to come if we keep things positive and if we keep aware. See, I'm paying attention. I'm staying kind of in a danger zone right now, but I kind of have to. So maybe sometimes that's a message as well. Sometimes maybe we're in a danger zone and there's nothing we can do to avoid it, because if we could avoid it, we'd get out of it, right? So while you're in a danger zone, do what you can to protect yourself, is what they're saying. All right? I know I'm bouncing around a lot here, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't get stung. Okay, so the next message that we have is compassion. This is Archangel Zadkiel. Now, these are all the archangels in this deck. So Archangel Zadkiel is asking for you to soften your heart with respect to a certain situation in your life and all of the people involved, but not just for them, but including yourself, right? We have to make sure that we are also caring for ourselves, not just everybody else. It's not about everybody else, it's also about us. We can't always be putting people ahead of ourselves. We have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. So at this time, that's what's going on, is they're softening the heart so that things are getting better. It kind of goes along with what we just had, all of the messages that we've been having. And they're telling, ooh, there's a totem flying. Which one is that? They're basically saying that Archangel Zadkiel, if you asked him, he can help you forgive yourself or others that are in this situation and try and see things from a compassionate standpoint, right? Because sometimes it's difficult. You know, if you've got somebody who's trying to sting you, they're not your best friend right now. Remember I said, you know, I may love you, but I don't like you right now. So you're gonna need help with dealing with somebody like this, or with a situation like this, right? Or perhaps you're the one that needs to forgive yourself. So Archangel Zadkiel can help you deal with this type of situation in your life and might give you a new approach to it. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to change your viewpoint or your stance. You know, you may not be the one that's incorrectly behaving. It may be somebody else that you're in a position that you're just kind of having to deal with, but so it's something that's going on in somebody else's life and it's affecting you. So you don't have to change your position, but it's talking about maybe changing the way you look at the situation. So with a loving heart, you can kind of like allow for more of a creative solution to come to the situation, is what they're showing us. I'm getting bit by ants now. Jeez. Okay, and now the next message goes along with what we were saying. I'm a little concerned. I don't want things to blow away. So the next message is also Archangel Jeremiah, and he's saying all is well. So even if like I said, even if the situation right now has not been resolved, they're saying everything is happening the way it's supposed to. You know how I always post 222? I posted it just before I came here. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it is meant to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. So that's what they're asking, and that's one of the positive affirmations that we can give to ourselves when we're in a situation that's very difficult. We can say to ourselves, all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, is what he's telling us, with hidden blessings for everyone involved. So sometimes we don't get it, you know, it doesn't feel like there's any blessings happening right now. This is a pretty crappy situation and it feels really bad. But there are things going on behind the scenes that we aren't aware of. And so if we can try and focus on the positive affirmations, like these readings that I do on Sunday, these are the best thing for me, because I have challenges as well. I have a really hard time living in this world. I don't really fit into this world. I live kind of like in a fifth dimension pretty much most of the time, and I'm kind of isolated. And I've realized last night and this morning that it's actually for my protection, because I don't really the energies are difficult for me to handle out there, and other people don't understand me, because I'm like this all the time. The way I speak to you guys here, this is how I live my life, always. I'm seeing totems constantly. I'm constantly speaking about them. I'm in my spiritual mind always. And to others it may look like it's an obsession of mine, but it's not. It to ones who are awakened and who are on that spiritual plane at that level. I'm at a different level sometimes than most people. And so it makes it difficult for me. So this is really good for me. These messages are good for me too, because I have a job to do and I am here. You know, I was saying the other day, I just want to go home. A lot of us just want to go home to spirit because we don't belong with what's going on in the world around us, and people don't understand us, and we are very intense, and our energy is very strong, and it kind of pushes people away, and we understand that, but it makes us feel like aliens in our own land. So this is good for me because I have a job to do, like I said, and I got to stay here. So I get these messages for myself as well, and I do listen to all of the messages that I'm giving you guys. So don't ever think that, wow, take your own advice. I do. I very much do. I rely on these, and nothing ever gets in the way of Sunday for me. Sunday, this reading to me is the most important thing for me. I look forward to it. So what they're telling us right now is, did I lose it already? All is well. Did I already talk to you guys about that? Look at me, my mind's already gone. All is well. No, I don't think we went further other than me just saying what was going on. So what they're saying is, sometimes what we perceive to be a problem is actually a blessing in disguise. It's an answered prayer, actually. We've asked for something in our life, and we have an idea in our head about how things should go, right? We can't help that. Because things have been this way our whole life. We've done it this way. And so that's how we expect it to be. So when it doesn't happen that way, it feels like it's a problem for us. And that's why we have to be open to how Spirit brings our answers to us, because when they say that there's a solution at hand and they're taking care of something, we need to trust them, and we need to understand that it may not be the way we have perceived that it's going to come about. So what they're saying is that's what's happening at this time. All is well. And we have asked for help, and it's been heard. And during this time of change, like we've said before, we're going to have to practice patience. We're going to have to practice, find ways to calm ourselves, such as breathing. I got that yesterday. Breathe, Sherry. And I literally sat there and just did deep breathing to calm myself and kind of just bring myself back to center. I went with a friend to Laguna Beach, and I thought it was going to be fun for me, and it ended up being really hard for me because the energy's out there. But I climbed a tree. I was hugging a tree, and it calmed me. You know, it sounds weird, but it does. And so today I'm out here in the water. Water is the closest you can get to source. So if you can get near water, if you can go to yoga, whatever you can do to, exercise, any kind of exercise, anything you can do like that, nature is the number one. To get yourself in a place of calm, and while these changes are going on, while you're going through what Spirit is bringing you, and ask Spirit, and you can ask the archangels, Archangel Jeremiah, help me with this transition, this time that I'm going through, and make it harmonious for everybody, not just for me, but for everybody involved. We see things our way, but others see things their way. So one thing that may feel good for me may not necessarily feel good for them. And when I'm starting to feel good about something, maybe they're going through something that's challenging for them. So we want a harmonious sense of peace to come upon everyone. So Archangel Raziel, Raguel, Jeremiah, all of these angels, archangels, they're all, call upon any of the angels. You don't even have to remember their names. Just call upon Spirit. I need your help right now. Help me to have a sense of peace and harmony for everything that I'm going through, for everybody involved in this situation. And do realize that when they're telling you all is well, it is well, because they see what's coming in the future. We may not see what's coming. Sometimes we get glimpses, and with me and with the ones who do get glimpses, that can be a challenge in itself, because we're shown that something's coming and it doesn't come, and we're wondering, where is it? Because our time frame is not the same as Spirit, even though we are so connected to Spirit. So we have to, again, they're telling me, be patient, all is well, it's going to be okay. It may not come about the way you think it's going to come out, Sherry, and it may not be coming about in your time frame, but it is absolutely coming. So trust, again, your messages that you get from Spirit, trust that your inner guidance that you get, and do trust that these messages that you're getting today. Okay, the next message, I don't think our bee is around here, so I'm gonna kind of just stay here for a bit. Oh, we've got two more in this deck, I didn't realize. Victory, woohoo! So this is Archangel Sandalphon. And he's saying, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. And he's blowing the victory horn. So, again, victory is yours. It could be in any kind of situation in your life, but victory is yours. Spirit, again, sees it as already done, because they can see down the road. It's kind of like a bird sitting atop of a telephone pole, right? He looks down the highway and he can see the cars coming. You're sitting in your car, and you're thinking, this highway, nothing's moving here. We're sitting on the road, we're going to be here forever. But if you're top of the pole, like the bird that's sitting up there, he can see that the traffic's already moving. So that's kind of what Spirit's telling you right now. And they're saying victory is here. So they're telling you, let's look and see who's talking to us out there. So what they're saying, that your prayers have been heard and they're answered, and they're asking for you to have faith. And they're telling you that this time of victory, this victory that's coming to you, you deserve this. You know, you deserve this because you have been focused. You have been consistently dedicated, and you have trusted and believed in the signs and messages and your heart and your intuition and what Spirit's been showing you. You have trusted that what you have been waiting for is coming. And so this victory that's coming, it's yours. You deserve it. And actually, that's one of the feelings that you're supposed to savor in this experience. Know that the future's taken care of in a positive way. All is well, right? Know that it's okay. It's okay. Even if I don't see signs of it right now, I know that it's okay. Spirit's looking ahead, and they've already told me victory is yours. Ooh, thanks for confirming that right then. When the totems speak right then, that's a confirmation. When they speak, when you have to think about what is it you're looking at, saying, feeling, or doing, or hearing when they speak. So the crow spoke right then when I said victory is yours. It's coming even if we can't see it. So we get confirmation again. So you need to know that the future of whatever this situation is has been taken care of in a positive way. So they want you to try and relax and stay in the present moment, which is very difficult. And my friend was talking to me this morning, and he said to me, if you're happy, I'm happy. I just want you to stay in the present moment. Just stay now. Do what you can to keep yourself happy right now. You know, we can't go further, we can't go back, but we can enjoy where we're at. And I posted something on my wall. It was the Dalai Lama. And he was saying, so many people are so concerned with working. Work. You know, they want to get ahead. They want to get ahead, that they forget to live in the now. They're so focused on receiving what's coming in the future, or making what's coming in the future, that they lose sight of what's happening now, and they can't get that back. And you're mindlessly spinning. And I'm thinking, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. We realize that you have to work. We realize that everybody has to earn a living and take care of things, but you need to take time and carve time away. Carve time away. And when they say carve time away, it means cut it out. Cut time away from your work. It's not all about work. Even me, with my spiritual work, I have to give myself a little time. So what do I do here? I'm going to play in the water. I have to. I love it. I have to give myself a little downtime, right? So that's what they're saying. Do this with yourself. Know that it's taken care of. You know, feel good about yourself, and recognize that when something comes to you from Spirit, when they are bringing this to you, and Spirit has guided this towards you, it's because it's not going to benefit just yourself. It's going to benefit others as well. So that's another plus. Okay, next message in this deck. Look how many we're getting. Divine order. Here again, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. See the scales of justice? That's karma. That's karma speaking. Karma doesn't forget. Karma is very, very loyal. What goes around comes around. So if everything is in divine order, there's a win-win situation that's brewing right now for everybody involved. That's what they're telling us. There's solutions that are going to be fair to everybody involved, right? So I know there's several people involved in court cases right now. So this is a sign and a message for you. It's requiring you, again, to have faith. And at this time, unfortunately, for some of us, and I'm living this right now, absolutely, is some of us have to have blind faith. And I get frustrated myself. You know, I've said that too. I've said, why is it that I have to be one who has to see only in my spiritual eyes, that I don't have physical manifestation of this happening? I've got to go by blind faith, but that's my lesson, right? And as a teacher, I have to kind of do that so that I can say to others, you know, I've been there, I understand it. So some of us are going to have to go into the cruising. Some of us are going to have to deal with things with blind faith, you know, and understand that Spirit is working behind the scenes, you know, for the highest good of everybody involved. And again, in order for you to buoy up your faith and to handle things in the best possible manner, positive affirmations. What can I say to boost my confidence and get myself out of the doldrums? And if I'm feeling sad, fake it till you make it. You know, you tell your body, whatever you tell your body believes. So I don't feel happy right now. Okay, well, even though I don't feel happy right now, I know things are going to get better. Well, I don't really feel that way. Doesn't matter. Just tell yourself that. Tell yourself that. All is well. All is well. All is well. I have woken up in the morning crying, sad, upset, worried, and I have to rework my brain. And I just lay there and I literally just start saying over and over, all is well. I choose peace. I choose peace. Everything's going to be fine. I'm getting stronger with every moment. I'm going to be getting messages and signs to confirm what I've already been shown. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It's all working out until you get to a place where your body starts to hear it. Because sometimes it takes a while before your body hears it. You know, your mind's in the way. You've got this monkey mind talking, and it takes over sometimes. So you've got to allow yourself a little bit of time. Sometimes we have to cry. Sometimes we have to get upset and you know, yell into the pillow and get upset and get it out. You know, get it out. But then start working on whatever you're having to do to lift yourself. I do this. Like I said, this morning I was crying and I was ranting about something. My friend was there and said, you know, it's going to be okay. You need to focus on the positive. Woo! There's the wasp again. Stay away. So see, it was probably me. And I was already told, watch my mouth. And I did. I was careful not to say things that I was going to regret, which is difficult for an Aries. So that's one of the messages that they're saying right there. So divine order, win-win situation. It's all coming about just as they said. Positive affirmations. What else? Make sure that the words that you're using, right? Because what we think about, we bring about. The words that we use, if we're talking about the situation, make sure that the words that we're using are positive. Don't be rehashing a situation in a negative way. Yes, I understand that you want to tell somebody your side of the story or you want somebody to understand you, but if you continue to talk about a situation in a negative way, you're keeping the energy negative. You're keeping it in that space. Oh, I think I have an ant crawling on my cheek. Oh no, it was a hair. They're everywhere though, ants. Message again, I always bring them up, but the ants, community members, you know, all coming together, working as a team, carrying more than you are capable of possibly thinking that you can carry, which is a message they should tell you right now. If you're struggling, you're stronger than you believe you are. We're much stronger. We're never given more than we can handle. Even though we hate sometimes the amount of stress that we're under, we can handle it, is what they're telling us. So, you're very powerful. Your thoughts are very positive, and if you do focus as much as you can in a positive manner, you can bring a resolution to the situation in a much faster way. So that's that message. And I think what we're going to do, because I don't want to be in here this long. I'm going to go out. I'm going to take us out into the lake. Let you guys see. I was kind of staying in here too because there were people out there partying on their boat, and I didn't want to deal with that. Oh look, it's still bloody hot out here. Oh. Okay, I'll use my canoe as a floating table to hold my cards. And sorry, I can't even see you guys now, so I don't even know if maybe I don't know how to hold this. I'll just hold this out because I can't see what I'm even looking at. So the next deck, this is the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. And the next card that we're getting, it's blown to the bottom of the boat. Hold on. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, this isn't as simple as I thought. Everything's bouncing around. Okay, so it's Angel of Addiction Healing. I'll do it this way. Angel of Addiction Healing. And see the snakes. It's interesting. There's two snakes, two heads on this. That's a message to me as well, and the blue eyes. Snakes can bite you, but the venom can be used as an anti-venom. So that's the message as well. Something that could have harmed you can actually be something that is now going to be helping you. So a situation in your life that possibly, an addictive situation in your life that's possibly hurt you, maybe the results of what happened has now caused your life to change. So it in a way has now benefited you, even though you've had to go through something very difficult. What they're telling you is you're being protected and you're loved and you're not alone. Spirit is around you at all times. They're there to help you and support you and help you heal. They're telling you that everything can be healed through the light of love, because love heals everything, right? Love can heal fear, it heals anger, love can heal everything. And I can't see you guys, I'm sorry, and it hurts my eyes. Let's look at the ducks over there. Ooh, and the dragonfly. Dragonfly, see past the illusion. Did you see the dragonfly? See past the illusion. That's a cool message, because that's what they said to us before. Things are not as they appear. See past the illusion. Yeah, we got that. I said it 3 times. Say anything you hear or see 3 times, it's like for confirmation, pay attention to that. Okay, so what they're telling you right now is they want you to know that all you need to do is surrender the addiction that you have, whatever it is that you want to release. It doesn't serve you in your life anymore. Ask Spirit to come into your life and trust them, because it's a time of positive transformation. It's not easy. There's people that have issues with drinking and with cigarettes and with eating and with, there's so many addictions, addictive behaviors such as codependency in relationships, obsessing over things. I mean, whatever it is. So right now, let's say it. Whatever it is right now that you wish for the addiction to be taken from you, right now, there's you can actually say to them, please help me right now in releasing this addiction that I have. I want to hand it over to you. Whatever it is that you can do, take it from me right now. I'm surrendering it to you, and allow Spirit to help you. And no, it's not simple, and no, it isn't going to happen overnight, but you have to have faith that they're here to help you with this, and it can happen. And they're showing you right now that there is a situation that's actually being healed right now as we speak, an addictive issue. Okay, hold on, I've lost my other card. Let's go back and get it. All right, so the next card that we have, oh, maybe I'll just do it like this. Wow, Sherry, that was pretty simple. Angel of Vision. Okay, so the Angel of Vision, you can see these blue eyes looking straight at you, and what they're saying is somebody in a situation in your life is not revealing part of the story. They're telling you they want you to trust what you're getting in your heart and your feelings over what someone is saying to you. So things are not as they appear. And interesting, because right before that, right, we got see past the illusion. So they're asking for us to pay attention not to the words of what somebody is saying right now, but pay attention to what is our gut telling us right now. There's a part of the story that they're hiding. Things are not as they appear. There might be, what's going on over there? A couple over there. There might be things that have not come to the surface, that they're not being honest about. They're telling you that they're there to help you actually see past a situation in your life. So it's not like, okay, great, give me this information and now what do I do with it? They're telling you this right now because they're going to help you see past this issue that's affecting you. There's more to the situation than meets the eye. So clearly the people or person involved are hiding part of the truth, or they're not revealing the whole story. As I said, trust what your intuition is getting you. Trust what Spirit is telling you. Instead of relying on what others might be saying. And what they're saying is, it might be a situation where they can't help it. It might not be that somebody's doing something nefarious. It just might be a situation where they're not capable or able to tell you right now. So what they're saying is that this whole situation, if you trust in what Spirit is showing you and trust your intuition instead of relying on what it is that you're being told, they're saying that all is going to be revealed through, again, the light of love, because love heals everything, right? So all is going to be revealed through the light of love, and they're saying that the whole entire situation is going to be turning around in your favor. The events, this whole stream of events is going to be in your favor. So it's going to end up well. Again, our canoe went way back here. Hold on. This is a canoe, right? Yeah, it's a canoe. I always mess it up whether it's a canoe or a kayak. I think we have one more message. That's why I'm coming back. Oh man, we've got 2 more messages. Okay, come on, boat. Come out here. Okay, so Goddess of Justice. These all, I mean, you can tell how these are all going together, right? They're all interconnected. Every one of these cards that we're getting are all interconnected. So what seems like an injustice at this time is actually a blessing. So it might be feeling like there's something in your life that's not fair, but they're telling you that justice is here. They're talking about balance again. They're talking about karma. And that's what karma is. Karma is a sense of balance. Cause and effect. You know, karma doesn't forget. Come back, the canoe's running away again. They're saying that the recent event that you're looking at, or situation, or whatever's going on, you might be thinking it's unfair. But again, they're saying it's a blessing in disguise because, right, no situation is in our life by mistake. So there's something that's happening in this situation that we're not able to see at this time. But they're saying to us that this is a blessing. So you don't want you to stress about it. Here, just hold my arm on this canoe instead of letting it float away. Good Lord. You guys, I mean, you got to know me by now, right? I've got like little mosquitoes or gnats or whatever flying up my nose. I've got ants crawling on me in the other spot. I've got bees. It's like, God. Anyway, so what they're saying is this event is here to either teach you to grow, it's teaching you to be stronger, it's bringing, there's lessons that are attached to this situation. And it's understandable, you know, while you're in the middle of a situation where something's frustrating and going on that you don't get, and it's challenging, that you don't get the blessing. And this is not a blessing in disguise. This is a pain in the ass. That's what you're thinking, right? And they're telling you that don't worry, the goddess of justice is taking care of this. And again, what they want you to do, and this is a message to me as well, and yes, I'm hearing it, that they want you to surrender the strong emotions, because we can get very passionate with when we are hurting, right? When we're struggling with something. So they're saying, surrender these emotions if you can, and allow Spirit to take over the situation for you, and trust in the situation. They're saying that they'll help you to allow this to dissipate, so that it's not so hard for you. Help clear the path, and they're saying that when they do clear the path in this situation, something amazing is going to be occurring. So there's always that's the blessing in disguise. Something wonderful is coming. Okay, so the last card, I'm so excited that we haven't lost what is it? The phone, like it hasn't cut off. So here we go, right? This is again confirmation of what everything else we've been getting all along. Goddess of nature. So the goddess of nature is talking about you reap what you sow, right? Again, karma, goddess of nature. Your dream is coming to fruition. So what it is that you've been working for is coming about. You know what? I think that there's another. There's a murder of crows up there. We know that, but it feels like there's another big bird, and I want to see what it is that's up there. So I'm gonna kind of. You guys look too. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say, you guys yell out and let me know if you see anything. I feel like I'm so connected to you guys that even though I'm the only one talking, I feel like we're having a conversation. It sounds retarded, but okay. I am gonna kind of look up that way though, so I'm gonna let you guys look up too, and maybe later you can see. Well, there's a yellow warbler up there, and I did try and look up his message earlier and I couldn't find it, so that is one. So maybe that's the reason we were supposed to look up. The yellow warbler, we're supposed to pay attention to that later. But the goddess of nature is talking about this dream that we've been holding on to, right? We've already gotten a message that victory is coming and something wonderful is about to occur. So this dream that we've had is coming to fruition. It's going to be, like I said, Spirit sees it before it happens, so they're saying it's here. You know, it may be a little while, but it is coming, and they're saying you're going to reap the rewards. And what they're talking about is reaping the rewards of something that you have planted a long time ago. So again, like we said, your commitment and your determination and your perseverance and your trust and belief in what you have been working towards, it's going to come about. And here it is again, another confirmation of that. And clearly it hasn't been plain sailing, right? Because some of us are still in the last throes of the most difficult time. And it always seems darkest before the dawn. The struggle is the worst right before you get what you're after. And my girlfriend said yesterday, actually, and it's interesting, she's like, as soon as you let go of it, as soon as you surrender it, and you're almost ready to just give up and walk away, that's when you get it. And that's actually why it happens, because that's what Spirit wants us to do. And it's difficult for me. I could probably get a lot more of what I want if I would surrender, but I'm a fighter, so that's a lesson. Don't fight. Don't follow that example of mine in that instance. But they are saying your perseverance and your dedication is paying off. So sometimes it isn't just about surrender. Sometimes there are mitigating circumstances involved that have nothing to do with us. We might be caught up in somebody else's story, and we're doing our part, and we're, there's nothing more that we can do, but perhaps they're in a situation where they're not able to move forward, or whatever else is involved in this situation is slowing things down. So that's why they're saying at this time, here, look at them instead of me. My little couple, the little girl's on the shore, but I don't know where her husband went. Mr. Waddles, the duck, he's somewhere else. So clearly they're saying, when you've been struggling through this, a lot of times we get to the place where we're doubting that what we were even dreaming about or what we were trusting would ever come about. I get to that place, and that's why we ask for Spirit to continually give us confirmation. Because sometimes we get to the place where, am I crazy? Is this all in my mind? Is this truly going to come? And Spirit is absolutely saying in so many messages today that yes, it is. It's not all in your mind. This is a time where you're going to reap what you've been sowing. And you're supposed to accept the blessings, and as we got earlier, and know that you have brought them to yourself, and you earn this, and you deserve this. These blessings that are coming, because they're the result of your love and your courage. Ooh, there's a dance going on. Your love and your courage and your compassion and your commitment and your dedication. All of that. Think about that. the struggle and everything you've been through. It's like, you know what, things come. And when they come to us, when they're in such a difficult manner, when things are so challenging, we work so hard towards something. And when it comes, it's such an amazing gift and blessing, right? And so they're saying when it does come to you, just give thanks that this is here for you now, and do know that you've earned it. Okay, I'm gonna walk us out. I wanted to show you guys. Look at the roots of the tree in the water. I love how it grows under it. Oh my gosh, there's fish. That's what bit me. I got bit earlier under there and I didn't know what it was. You probably can't see that. There's fish under here. That is so cool. Of course I'm in a lake, but there was something else I wanted to show you guys, and I wonder if I stirred it up too much. Sometimes you gotta leave things so you don't stir it up. Okay, see right there? Can you guys see that? I don't want to put my foot on it. Oh, I do. I don't know if it's like a cement, I don't know, it's neat. It's like there's a little, that means something to me, and I'm going to think about it later. Maybe you guys will write to me and tell me what you think about that, if you can see that. And there's a feather. I love collecting feathers. Oh, come on. It's pretty in the water. I like that. I don't know what kind of little feather that is, but thank you. So thank you guys for being with me for the longest reading on the planet. It's amazing. It's great. We've had a little bit of bumping around. We've got a lot of animals out here with us. We've got, there they are, the husband and wife. So he's gone off and he's come back to her. So that's nice. I'm gonna go clean this up. This is a message right now for us. I keep getting messages from Spirit that it's about Mother Nature asking for her help, asking for my help. And I get it every single day. And I keep saying, what is it that they want me to do? Well, this is it. Look at this lake and people who have left their garbage in the lake. I'm sure they didn't mean to, but when the wind blows, things kind of blow into the lake. And so whatever we can do to help take care of this planet. I was speaking to someone this morning and saying, you know, this planet is, I'm not going to say that it is. I said it because I was upset, but I said this planet is dying and people are not paying attention. And it's not going to die. But we need to love it and we need to take care of it so that it doesn't. So these are the things that we're supposed to do. Do whatever you can in any small way that you can to pick up the litter, anything that you can do to help this planet, because she's trying to breathe for us. This is where we get breath. This is the reason I was told to come down to the lake. When I was told to breathe today, there's another one over there. When I was told to take a breath today, we get breath, and the air and the oxygen comes from the water and the plants. And they said the closest we can get to a body of water, the more healthy the air will be for you to breathe in. And because today it's so hot, you come down to the water and it's cooler. And so here, this is my job, picking up what I can to help Gaia, because she's giving to me, and it's time for us to make sure that we're paying attention to give back to her and take care of her, because she's taking care of her. Without her, we're dying. Without her, we have nothing. So there's a message for you guys. I get very passionate actually about animals and nature, because I connect more to them than I do to people. And while I'm here in this spirit world, like I said, I wanted to go home, but this is one thing that I'm going to very much miss when I leave this planet is nature and the animals. It's my favorite thing of all time. This is my favorite thing. So do whatever you can and do recognize the blessings that we have. Sorry, I'm going to look at this later and I'm going to think, good Lord, Sherry, stand still for 5 seconds. All right, so that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. I can't even believe, is this still recording? It is. Wow. Okay. If you want to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Angels Whisper Sherry Columbus and Sherry Columbus Angels Whisper. I'm on LinkedIn, Google+, Twitter, YouTube, where all the videos go. My website is a nightmare right now because my domain name is lost because of my Yahoo account being closed. And I was always telling you guys www.thewhispersofangels.com, and it wasn't going there. So if you look up Sherry Columbus Wix website, that's where I'm at. Otherwise, you can connect to me if you want to. I do readings. I do personal readings for ones. I'm a life coach. I'm a Reiki master, so I do long distance Reiki healing. And if you're wanting help in any of these areas, that's how you get a hold of me. So find me through my videos on YouTube. My email is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. You can find me that way as well. So if you want to subscribe on YouTube, you'll get notification of the videos and you won't have to look for them. And now that this phone is working again, we don't have to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 parts. So it's not so difficult, and all of the readings are going to be able to be seen all together instead of split up the way they were all the time. That was so difficult, and I found that a lot of people weren't watching the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th part because it was very confusing. So that's taken care of. So there are good things that are moving forward, right? Even though we've had challenges. So you guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna play and I'm gonna swim. I'm dying to get my head under the water right now. I wanna go under. So have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and thank you for tuning in, and I'll speak with you again later. Peace. Love you.